Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and welcome to 2024. It is January 1st, and well, we've already started the day. Oh my goodness. At 9 a.m. sunny California time this morning, I launched the latest and greatest from Sizzix and Tim Holtz. They have collaborated to do a vault collection of some of his products, and they are available right now online. Oh my goodness. And I think at the best value you're going to find. I really do. But today it's all about the Make It Monday event, where we have over $78 worth of, guess what? Tim Holtz Sizzix for you for just $19.99. I have 3D embossing folders, I have a die, and we are back to our normal Make It Monday events. That means the warehouse sale is all over until the next one. All that product is now unavailable. So if you try to click an item that you have ordered, you will probably see a screen that says this item is no longer available to reorder, and that's true. They're off the site, so they're no longer available to reorder, but the warehouse sale is over. I hope you enjoyed all the value and the savings, and of course there'll be another one sometime in 2024 in the first, maybe, I don't know if we're going to do it maybe April, May, June, July, but there will absolutely be a first half of the year warehouse sale, so then we can have a second half of the year warehouse sale in 2024. Now today, wow, it has been a day between the launching of the Tim Holtz new dies, this Make It Monday, which is so value priced for you. I can't wait to share with you and show you, and I am glad, like I said, to be back to our normal Make It Mondays where we make something together. I couldn't do it with the warehouse sale. It was just too much. I had so much to show you every time. So today I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna show you the Make It Monday product first. Then we'll make something, and then I'll show you the finished samples. Now you do not have to wait for me to say ready, set, go. The product is already online. In fact, you can find it in two places, in our Make It Monday category or in our Spectacular Timtastic Sizzix Savings event. And there you will find not only our Make It Monday, but the latest and greatest from Sizzix and Tim for 2024. And as a special bonus, if you were so inclined to get the I Want It All bundle for Tim for 2024, we are giving you today's Make It Monday for free. You don't have to do anything except for put that I Want It All bundle from Tim's 2024 collection in your cart and check out the bundle. The Make It Monday bundle today will be included. That means it's over $250 worth of product. I think we have it down to $139.99. It is a savings for sure. But if you're all about the deal, if you're all about I got 20 bucks and it's burning a hole in my pocket, well, today this Make It Monday is simply fun. And I think I'm going to show you two different ways to use or at least to color the large die that we have. We have one Tim die and 4 3D embossing folders. Are you ready to get started for today? Me too. All right, you guys, I'm gonna tilt on, I'm gonna get my glasses, I'm gonna tilt on down, and we're gonna get started. Oh, there you are. Happy New Year, everybody. It's good to see you. Happy New Year. All right, let's get going, shall we? Down we go. Okay, so we only have one bundle. Our Make It Monday is always just a single bundle. The product is not available open stock. You either buy the bundle or you pass. Entirely up to you. So I have here, what is it, $78.94 of Tim Holtz product for $19.99. It is all Sizzix product. Let's open it up and see what we've got for you. So we have 4 of his texture fades, his mini 3D embossing folders. Again, $19.99. This is a value. First one, the rose, isn't that pretty? And the nice thing about these is that you can fit more than one of them on your platform, on your Sizzix platform. So even if you have doubles, you can run 2 through your Sizzix machine all at once and get twice the work done for half the roll. So we've got the beautiful floral, the rose, I've got the background in the florals. I have got, what are they calling this one? They're calling this one mini kaleidoscope. Okay. There you go. Pretty, right? And then I have got mini foundry. On top of those, I have his perspective moth. And it is a big die, absolutely, but we're gonna color this with ease today. His perspective moth, and I have a jar of their biodegradable glitter, which we're also gonna be using today. So your $19.99 gets you the perspective moth. It gets you all 4 of the 3D minis and the glitter. That's a whopping deal for Tim Holtz. It is over $78 worth of product for just $19.99. And that is a wahoo ka-choo. Like I mentioned though, earlier today we launched his 2024 collection. And should you decide to get the I Want It All, it's $246, retail for $139.99. Should you decide you would like to get the bundle, and you have to buy it in the bundle, you can't buy them open stock. It was the and these are all different sizings than the originals. They've done a mosh-up, they've done a mashup, they've taken multiple sets and included it into a single set and then changed the sizing for everything. So I have the birds, I have different florals, again, from his collections prior, but different sizing. Butterflies, and there is a video on this from earlier this morning. If you like the rosettes, if you like the pillow box and the little bag, this I believe were steel rule dies originally. You've got the bunny from one set, the chickie from another set. The wreath was sold by itself, and then the flowers were sold by itself, and I think the bow came from a Christmas die. And then you've got the bunnies with a font, all different sizings. If for some reason you chose to go ahead and you say, oh my gosh, I really want all of that. I want it for the $139.99 because that is a great deal all on its own for all new Tim. But should you decide to do that, we've included in the bundle the I Want It All as well. So you will also get today's I Want It All value. Amazing deal, really amazing deal. So let's get started with some of this. And I think the first thing I want to do is I'm going to play with the moth. Kind of big, but easy to color. And I do want to give you 2 different ways of coloring it. And I'm going to do them both, I think, at the same time. So let's take a piece of paper, cut it. I think I'm going to do both of them and then I'm going to cut them. Let's see, I just want to make sure I don't need this whole big thing. So I can go here. And I can go here. And hopefully I can get him out of both. Yep, no problem. Okay, the first way I want to color him is the easiest way. The absolute easiest way to color him, and that's by using Sizzix alcohol ink markers. Now, they don't have to be Sizzix alcohol ink markers. In fact, they don't have to be alcohol ink markers at all. Sizzix has 12 colors. They sell it for $24.99. We'll put it on sale for $11.99. I believe that's cheaper than Sharpie markers. They come dual tip. So you've got a bullet tip on one end and a chisel tip on the other. And it's like, well, who uses chisel tips? I've been using the chisel tips for some very unique techniques, especially using hand sanitizer and alcohol inking. So I think I'm going to start with just scribbling. And maybe I start with my yellow. And I'm just gonna scribble. I think that's pretty good. And then let's move to a red. I'm gonna add some red in here. And then maybe I move into a blue. And I'm really not paying too much attention. I'm just scribbling. I'm just trying to cover any white space. And maybe just a touch of, I don't know if this lavender is going to be too lavender. Just come right on in and add some color. Now it does look like a scribbly mess. I agree. But that's exactly what we're going for. All right, we'll see what happens when it's done. You never know what we're gonna get. I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna put this one aside and I'm gonna bring over my second way of coloring. And when we die cut, we'll die cut them at the same time. Do you think I want a little more blue in this one? I don't know, maybe too much. But if I don't like it, I can always turn it around and do the other side. Ooh, no, stop, Stacy. I'm like, ooh, should we just do that now and then flip it around and see what we get? But no. All right, so this is one way I'm going to color my moth. My other opportunity to color with it super fast, super easy, is using my luster waxes. Now, Sizzix has many different colors of luster wax, and Scrapbooking Made Simple has these 7 colors exclusive to us. So I've got a red and a turquoise and a green and a yellow. It is yellow, not gold. And a blue and a purple and a magenta. And luster wax is a true wax-based product. It is perfect for wood and metal and plastic and glass and paper. It dries very, very quickly. Has the smell of orange oil, kind of is like a furniture polish, so you can use it on furniture if you want to change the color of something. This is used quite frequently with 3D printing. If you've printed something in a wax or a color, a plastic that you want to then cover, this is going to cover your 3D plastic up beautifully. So lots of uses for luster wax, and we use them all the time. I'm going to take, and I'm going to put the yellow aside because I'm going to use that in a little bit. But I'm just going to grab maybe my pink. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to give it too much rhyme or reason. I'm just going to add some color. I'm not trying to be exact. I'm not trying to be neat. I'm just trying to get in there and cover up my white paper. All right, that looks good. So I've got some pink going on. And now I think I'll add some turquoise. And I'm just blending it right on top of that pink. And they do dry very, very fast, like really fast. When you get them on wood or metal, they do become permanent. Okay, does that look like I've got enough turquoise going on? And then how about some blue? Now I'm using my little baby blending tools. These are, oh, I got a lot on there. These are so much smaller than the typical blending tools. I don't have very many of them still in stock. I will look to see what we have, and if we have any, more than 3, I'll go ahead and put them back online. But I know we have some, just not many. These little guys are very hard to come by. They come in internationally, and I can only buy them when they have them. And when I buy them, I buy all they have, but I don't always know when they have them. So, how about some more pink? And I'm just making a little bit of a, just like I did with my markers, I'm just trying to get some kind of all over. No real rhyme, no real reason, just go for it. Okay, I'm sure that's more than we need. But now I have two distinctly different looks. I hope I like this one. What if I don't like it? Well, I guess if I don't like it, we'll do it. You know what? I'm going to do another one. I'll cut it 3 times. I'm going to do another one like that, only I'm going to leave more negative space, I think is what I'm going to do. So we'll cut that one 3 times. I could love it, but I'm not sure I'm going to love it. I don't know. So this time maybe leave a little more negative space. See, I'm leaving a little more white space, and I think I will put in maybe a little dark purple. That looks a little bit less than what I had, yeah? Or maybe I just did the same thing twice. I don't know. No, it looks a little different. So really covered, a little bit less. We'll cut them both. And then my luster wax. Pretty, it's dry. That's good. We like that. All right, let's grab our perspective moth. And let's bring over our Big Shot machine. Now he is a little detailed, so I am going to use a precision base plate with him today. Precision base plate is made by Sizzix. It's meant to go with their Big Shot machines. You won't necessarily need to use this with a fold away or a Big Shot Plus in the beginning. After a couple years of using your machine, you may find that you need to use this. And this precision base plate allows an intricate die to cut into the paper beautifully. So it is an extra item, does not come with your machine. Your base platform you're going to need, that does come with your machine. Your solo shim you're going to need, that does come with your machine. And instead of putting down a cut plate on the bottom, I'm going to put down my precision base plate facing up. I don't want to be able to read the directions. If you're about to send your die through and you can see how to use this precision base plate, I need you to stop and flip it over. You should be able to see your face, or if it's an older precision, so you can see me. Gosh, maybe I need a little bit of that. Now that I have a bird's eye view. Oh my. If you have an older precision base plate, you will have a black top, and you want to have that facing you as well. So I think the first one I'm going to cut is the one that I started with, and we'll do this one first. I'm going to put him on kind of a slight diagonal. Let's see where I want him. I think that's good, maybe right there. And a do not cut plate over the top, and a do not cut plate is just a plate. Oh, I just moved him. Is a plate that you try not to cut into too much. I feel like I need to. Maybe there. All right, let's just roll it through and see what we get. So I'm going to send him on through. I can feel that that's not straight. Send him on through. He's a pretty easy roll. I don't know that I necessarily need to rotate, but I am going to bring him back just because I'm going to have to take him out anyway, so might as well bring him on back. I can see that he's cut through really, really well. Still have this piece left to do something with. Let's grab my fussy, oh, I don't even need to do that. And let's pull him out. And by the time all the little bits and pieces fall out, your little scribbles don't look like little scribbles anymore. So now that he's cut out, your wings look really great. Love the wings, really happy with the wings. I'm not so sure about the center body, but don't worry, I have an idea for that. Love the wings. Talk about an easy way to color the wings. Quick and simple and easy. So let's do it again with the one that's a little less and see if it makes any difference at all. I feel like I need to go just a little bit further. There. There, a little bit further. And let's cut him. Everything stays exactly the same. My base plate, my solo shim, my precision base plate, being able to not see the directions. Directions should be facing down. My paper, my die, and let's send it on through. And I don't know that it's going to make much of a difference at all. I left a little bit more negative space, but it could be just the same. But talk about an easy way to die cut something. You could have the kids with just regular markers, even water-based markers, your Marvies, your Tombos. They could scribble, 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 and then you could die cut for them, and they could put these on the end of a little dowel pull. Go outside and play. Hang them from their bedrooms. They could have oodles of different ways to color these and have fun with them. So, yeah, you know what? See, I can see the line there. I don't know that I like that. I think I was better the first time, really covering it all and making everything kind of disappear. Now, can I fix that because I'm not really crazy about it? Because I don't like that line there. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I just went in and colored a little more. Just so the line doesn't quite look like a line. And nobody ever needs to know that it was scribble, scribble, scribble. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone. So I was able to do 2 of them. Talk about super fast, super easy. And like I said, I'm not overly crazy about the center of them. So before I cut my other, I'm just going to go ahead and bring over maybe my blue. And I'm going to add some luster wax to his body. So a little bit of luster wax. I'm going to give it a second to dry. A little bit of luster wax. Give it a second to dry. Bring back my next one. Or my first one, a little bit more luster wax. Give it a second to dry, and I'm slowly covering up the scribble, scribble, scribble. And you could do this with your gold luster wax, your silver luster wax, your rose gold luster wax, your, oh gosh, I don't know, there's a bunch of different colors that we have. And every time I bring it back and I put just a little bit more on, it covers just up a little bit more. And actually, I think that's more than enough. I think I've got it covered pretty well. Okay, so I immediately just covered up his body because I wasn't crazy about the scribble scribble on it. So that was easy peasy, right? Now I do have luster wax on my craft mat, and like I said, it sticks to everything. It dries on everything. So the easiest way to get this off of anybody's craft mat is either a little bit of water, well, a little bit of water and a Mr. Clean eraser. And it just pulls it right up. If you try to do it without the Mr. Clean eraser, you kind of have to really let it dry and then you can scrape it off. But a Mr. Clean eraser just takes it all off, whether it be dry or not. Okay, so now I have my last one to do right here that I did just with luster wax. I like the turquoise. It makes my heart happy. Now let's cut. Let's see if I went far enough. Oh, I think I'm fine. Of course, I'm not going to get the pieces that I want. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it there. And let's bring them on over and let's die cut him out. I'm using 100-pound paper today. This is 100-pound. And I'm going to go forward and back. I don't think I need to rotate him. We'll find out soon enough. Ooh, a little tight. And back. And let's see what we've got. I can save this because I can die cut something out of that a little bit later. Everything falls right on out. And now I have a beautiful luster wax moth, really pretty. And if I wanted to make his body one color, I could. Do I want to go in? Well, let's wait and see. And then if I need to clean my dye, because my luster wax was still that teal, the turquoise that I put on was still on there. It was still a little bit wet. I'm just going to go back and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to hit it and come back in and get it with my Mr. Clean eraser or scrub it out. And once you're done, once you've got it all clean, it's good to go. All right, I'll put him aside for a minute. So now I've got my different moths done different ways. A little more negative space, a little less negative space, which I think I like better. And one in luster wax. Now I'm going to use the embossing folders, the little texture fades embossing folders, and I think I'm going to use, what is it called? Mini Botanical. So I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to take it with some Sizzix card bases. So I've got a black card base here. And as much as I would like, this isn't going to cover the whole thing. It will leave me a little bit of a strip, maybe a quarter of an inch. It's about a quarter of an inch shy of doing an A6 card base. Just a little short. But I still want to use it anyway. And I want to do it directly to the card base because maybe I'm in a hurry. So I'm going to take this embossing folder and I'm going to flatten out my card base and I'm going to take it all the way up to the top so that it passes that little score line. I'm also going to make sure that it hangs a little bit over. Just a little bit over so that I don't have any of my card base out. I don't want to see any of my card base. I want it to be my embossing folder to be a little bit over and my card base held a little bit back so I don't leave an empty border there. I think that looks pretty good. Now, because I'm doing it this way, it does mean that I can put it into my Big Shot machine without having to fold anything. Being that it's a 3D embossing folder from Sizzix, it will show you how to use a 3D embossing folder on your base platform. Right here, it tells you what you need. You need the base platform. You need the 3D embossing folder with your paper. I'm going to go chomp, chomp, chomp. And you need your do not cut plate. And that's it. No additional folder or no additional plate on the bottom, no precision base plate, nothing. And I'm going to send it through. And there it grabs it. And there's my first embossing. Now, knowing that it's not going to cover, see, I can't line it up there. I'll still have a little extra here. I'm going to do the same thing all the way on the other side. Knowing that I'm going to have a little bit of an empty space right there in the middle. I'm going to take it all the way up. I want it to go past the score line. I want to hold it a little bit off the edge just so I don't end up with a flat edge there. I'm going to put it right back down and I'm going to send it on through. And I like to do chomp, chomp, chomp first, which means I put the opening of the embossing folder through first. Everybody has different ways and there's different opinions on it. I have never found that I've ever broken an embossing folder by doing it this way. It does help it go through a little easier though. Okay. So I've got my little landing strip just like I had expected. And I'm going to do 2 of these. So I'm going to do a wash, rinse, and repeat. Now you know your embossing folder is face up if you can see the name of the company or they've indexed it for you. They've printed on the pattern. I want to be able to see that face up. If I can't see it, that means I'm doing my embossing folder backwards. Again, a little bit. So I want to go past my score line and a little bit off to the side. I don't want to have it hanging out. I want to make sure that I don't leave a blank edge. Bring over my machine and we're just going to do a wash, rinse, and repeat. I do my chomp, chomp, chomp. See? Chomp, chomp. See, it's open. Chomp, 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 chomp. That's how I like to do my embossing folders. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Send it on through. Bring it on back. And slide it on down. Now, Sizzix cardstock, their card bases, not their cardstock, but their card bases are white core, which means they're sandable. So as I'm sending this through, the embossing folder is so deep in its detail that it's slightly cracking my card base, but I'm going to be just fine with that. So now I've got 2 of the same. I did a wash, rinse, and repeat. 1 and 2. This time, I'm going to take my luster wax. I'm going to grab that yellow we didn't use. And I'm going to go right over the top. And where that white cracking is going to be hidden with my luster wax. I'm going right over the top. to bring out that embossing. And I'm using the yellow. The gold luster wax really is gold. This is, if you have the two and you compare them, you will see that there is a visible difference, which is why they call this yellow and not gold. Some manufacturers might have called this gold, but it really isn't. It is more of a yellow. Now, if I want to get in there and do more than that, if I want to highlight some of them, I could absolutely go in there, grab some. Let's see if I can get some up. Put some on my finger and hit the highlights. Certainly add a little bit more if I want something highlighted more. I don't want that highlighted, but so be it. And I can just rub it right over the top with my finger. And it will highlight just a little bit more of an area. All right, one done. Let's do the other one. Should we do the other one in a different color? How about we try it in this one? It's the worst that happens. We don't like it. So I'm going to try this one in the teal, or the turquoise. And I'm just going to do a wash, rinse, and repeat. I'm going to cover my whole embossing folder so that that embossing really comes up and it hides the white. I could have sanded it if I wanted it to have that white core finish. And then same thing. I can come in here, grab a little bit, and where I want it a little darker, I can come in and add a little bit more color. And just over the top. So now I've got two. Wash, rinse, and repeat. You're saying, but Stacy, what about that center? What are you going to do there? Well, wait a minute. Give me a second. All right, let me rinse my hands off. Now we have to decide which one we want to use for which. I have this one, ooh, which looks really good there. And I have this one, which I think looks good there. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do nope, I had it right the first time. I think I'm gonna do these two here, and you'll notice that my little moth covers up my landing strip. Really nicely. Covers it right up. And I didn't have to have a large embossing folder to get this done because I've got that center point. So when you're looking at these embossing folders, if you know you're going to be putting a topper in the center, you can get away with using a mini and doing both sides and having a landing strip in the center. I think though I do want to add a little bit of glitter to this. So adding glitter to a luster wax requires a wet glue. Can you use your Essentials glue? You can. It will work. I'm using some of my Stay Put glue, my Simply Defined Stay Put glue. And I'm going to put it on kind of like I was putting on my luster wax. I don't want too much. I want it here and there. I want a little bit of glitter going on, but not too much. Let's see what I get. Baby wipe. Since the glitter comes with the kit, Let's see if we can use it. Now, I might not have put on enough glue. We'll have to see, because I was very ginger with it. I think that might be okay. I don't want too much going on. And this side might already, gosh, that already feels dry. Yeah, I think I was too slow. I got a little bit on that side, but too slow over here. So let's speed it up a little bit. I think I need to not be afraid of the glitter. I'm not used to working with just my regular stay put for this. Maybe too much down here. All right, I'm gonna let it be. So I'm just putting a little bit on behind. You're not gonna necessarily see so much of it once I get my cute little moth down. I'm nervous. Just a little bit, Stacy. Yeah, see, I think I did this one better. I was a little more go get it and be done. Don't think too long, don't think too wrong, just do it. And I did better that time. Put all my excess glitter away. Put my lid on it because I know myself. And now let's take a look. So we're here and we're here. And you're like, yeah, but you still have that landing strip coming through. I know, and I need to be able to put this down here. So the easiest way for me to do that is with Stacy tape. And I think I'm going to take a little bit of the 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch. No, this is maybe 3/8 of an inch. And I'm gonna put some, did I make that long enough? Here. And down here. And so I haven't put any right there. I've covered both of these spaces up and I'm going to expose them, pull off my liner. And because it's double stick tape, even if it runs over just a little bit, no problem. I just have to fold it right back in on itself. So I just have to fold it right back in on itself. Now I still have this area right here with no tape. Now that I've taken off the liner, I can put a second strip right down on top of it to cover it up. Pull off my liner, and now I'm ready to put him down. Right in the center. But you're like, Stacy, you've got sticky coming through. Why? Well, because I've got glitter. Now I can take and glitter the rest of his little body. So a little bit of glitter, because remember, that's double-sided tape, right? And now his little body's glittered, so the black's not coming through. Yay! A little sentiment down here, easy peasy. Let's do this one. Let's put the glitter away. I know, I hear you. I love easy peasy glittering. So I'm gonna take my tape, and remember, I put a couple little strips. If I had well, I could even do it in 1/4 inch tape. I would just have to add more strips. Little one right there. And a little one right there. Okay, so I've got one side done in 1/4 inch tape. Now I just expose the sticky. Anywhere where it's over the edge of my little moth, I just fold it right back on because it's double-sided tape. So see how it's kind of over the edge? I just take him and fold it right back onto itself. But I've got this side to do because it doesn't have any tape on it at all. So grab another piece and let's do this side. I expose my sticky. Fold. I'm not going to worry about cutting it off. I'm just going to fold it right onto itself. And then it looks like I missed that little tiny spot right there. So I think I'll just take a little tiny piece and put it there. Stacy tape is inexpensive. It's super strong. It works on glass and beads and plastic and glitter and metal and fabric, and then I can put him down, find where I want him to be, give a good push, and the last thing I have to do is drizzle a little glitter on him to fill that empty space up. Now you could put embossing powder in there and heat that, I suppose. You'd have to check it with the luster wax. I'm not sure if the luster wax would be happy with heat. I literally just take it and rub it right on in, and where that sticky is exposed is where that glitter is going to adhere to, and everything else is going to wipe off. What do we think? Easy peasy, right? We did it super fast, super fun. Didn't take much to color, made 2 cards. They could be scribbling. You could scribble, 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 scribble until your little heart's content. A little too much glitter down there, but that's okay. Scribble, scribble, scribble until your little heart's content. And you've made your moth fast and easy and beautiful. For $19.90, I mean, the moth, I think the moth itself was more than $19.99 when it originally launched. So now you're getting the moth plus all 4 of the embossing folders, which we made look like a single one. I just want to take a look. It's driving me crazy. Let it be, I know, but I can't. All right, I'm stopping. Done. The moth more than $19 when it originally launched. Now you get that, you get the embossing folders, and I took a mini embossing folder and made it look like a full-size embossing folder. I colored just by scribble, 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 or by using the luster wax, and we were able to make magic. So, this is today's Make It Monday. And you can choose to just get the Make It Monday, which again has all 4. Retails for $78.94 for $19.99. It has all 4 of the little mini 3D texture fade embossing folders. Plus, it has the moth on the perspective moth, and the glitter for $19.99. Amazing value. Absolutely. We are limited. We do not have a million of these. No, we do not. Or you can choose to go ahead and get the I Want It All bundle with the new Tim Holtz. The new Tim Holtz, if you do the I Want It All bundle, will come with the Make It Monday. So that retail is $246 down to $139.99. So that means you are getting all of the new Tim Holtz for 2024 that just launched 9 a.m. this morning, plus what you just saw me work with. Now these dies are sold open stock, so if there's just 1 or 2 that you love, 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 by all means grab them. The Make It Monday, it's either buy the whole thing for $19.99, get it free with the I Want It All bundle from Tim Holtz 2024 in Sizzix, or let it go and say, nope, not for me, thank you very much. We'll also put on sale the 7 luster waxes that are exclusive to Scrapbooking Made Simple. I will make sure to see how many of these I have left, if any. I'll do the Sizzix alcohol ink markers. They call them permanent markers. You can use any markers that make your heart happy. They can even be water-based if you want, because all you're doing is scribbling. So it doesn't make a difference. I mean, really, all we did was scribble, scribble, scribble. That's all we did to make that butterfly. Scribble, scribble, scribble. It works. It's done. Luster wax to do this one. All right, so I think that's everything that I have on sale for you today. Let me show you some samples. And I have storyboards for you. So quickly, the storyboards. Here's our perspective moth. See, I think he's far prettier here. I love the little glitter in his body. And you could use any glitter you want, but I think here, this is a great little storyboard to show you what the die looks like. But here, this is where it really comes to life. It's like, ooh, magic. Yep, magic. And then we have the, I believe this is Foundry embossing folder, also done with the luster wax. So here it is plain, here it is inked up. You can really see the difference once you add that luster wax. Here we have the kaleidoscope, again, just in white and done in luster wax, and it does make such a difference. That embossing just pops right up. The rose is beautiful. Beautiful, done again, luster wax. Don't you just love luster wax? It makes my heart happy. And see, I almost like this one as a solid white with tone on tone. I do. And then the one we used today, which I believe is botanical. So there are our storyboards, and here are our samples. Okay, how gorgeous is this? Yum. That is the rose embossing folder, 3D embossing folder. Isn't that just beautiful? And it's just smudged in there. It's so pretty. Claire did that one. It's beautiful. Here's our, look at, isn't that look great? Even with his wings cut off, doesn't he look amazing? And this is an A6 card. Isn't that beautiful? This is a Sizzix card base. Perfect. Love it. Even though he is big, he doesn't have to stay big. I think he looks great. I've got a little tag for you using the embossing folder. Gosh, and that might be out of his new set. Could be. I have the embossing folder that I used today. Just inked up. Here we have him almost full size. Hello. So more of a 5x7 card. Isn't that nice to know that you can take him and do something as small as an A6 or something as big as a 5x7, same die. This is so pretty. Claire, you have this one down perfect. It's perfect. Beautiful. And then a completely different look to it. Look at that. Same, totally different look. Yeah, let me make sure I've got it right. Totally different look. Slimline. And she wrapped him around. Isn't that cute? She just wrapped him right around her slimline card. Here's the kaleidoscope. All you need is a sentiment and you're off. Now for 20 bucks, wow. And here, don't know who made this one. Is this Elena? Maybe, I'm not sure. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 of them used with Sizzix opulent paper, and you've got your moth right in the center. Look at how pretty is that. These are all 4 colors. These are all in the rose gold opulent paper pack. Yum. And then 1, 2, 3. So these are from the new collection of Tim, and the backgrounds are from his Make It Monday today. And then the two that I made. So lots of options today. Lots of options, oodles of different technique that you can then take and apply right away. You have other butterflies, other dragonflies. Look at how easy it was to color these. Easy and fast and done. You have some of the smaller embossing folders. Look at how I could have stuck something else down the center. I could have put a topper over the center. Don't think just because that they're small, you can't make them look bigger. I sure did. All right, you guys, so you don't have to wait for me to say ready, set, go. This is available now. Let me tilt on back, hold on. Okay, let me go back. And if you have a qualifying order, we're going to actually start to try and ship some of it tomorrow. So if you have a qualifying order and there's little terms and conditions, all you have to do is follow those. We'll do our best. We're going to start trying to ship the new Tim Holtz and the Make It Mondays tomorrow. Tim, I believe, is doing his live on Saturday. So I'm hoping if we can, if you're closer, like in Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, maybe we can get you your product prior to his live and you can be crafting right along with him because you will have it in your hands. We are limited as to how many of the Make It Mondays we have, and we are limited as to how much of the new 2024 collection we have. So pick what makes your heart happy, or maybe just take the techniques that I did and go grab some butterflies or some dragonflies or a moth, whatever you have, and start scribbling and die cutting and going, oh, I wonder if this would also work with, I don't know, a flower that's really open, and you just scribble in the pinks and the reds and cut your flower if it's a line item, a line die, and away you go. You can do this, I promise you. All right, it is me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, with our first Make It Monday for 2024. Hello, everybody. We are starting this year off running. I mean, we are bolting out of the start gate, and I can only imagine what more we're going to have for you over the next 12 months. Oh my goodness. So I will see you Thursday for our expedited event, which is a Sizzix event. Sizzix is always the first Thursday of the month. I'm assuming it's all brand new because it's a brand new, that our Thursday events are for the brand new product. And then I will be back on Saturday for our Saturday with Stacy YouTube class. Our Thursday event starts at 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and our Saturday with Stacy full-length technique-based commercial-free classes start at 8 a.m. sunny California time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, and 4 p.m. in the United Kingdom. All right, you guys, it's all live. Go have fun. I hope you enjoyed today. I had a great time, and thank you for spending January 1st, New Year's Day with me today. I had a really, really lovely day with you. Thank you for that. I really did. I'll see y'all later. Bye.